Hello YouTube, this is Stefan from Holland, aka Dutch Bushcraft, and this review is a desktop review of a knife, or actually it's more than that. It's a review of a gift that was sent to me from my good friend from the US, James. It came by mail, of course, and this is the box. Inside the box, first of all, I found this paracord bracelet that he specially made for me. Thank you, mate. I'm wearing it ever since, and I like it a lot. But of course there's also a knife in here, and I was very amazed because it's not just a knife, it's a Bark River knife. Actually, this model I did not know. I do own some Bark River, not many but some. But this model is quite new to me. It's called Liten Bror. Liten Bror, I don't know how to pronounce this. It's probably Swedish, at least the name is, and it means little brother. And it's by Bark Rivers USA, and it's made of CPM 3V steel. Thank you very much, James, because we live quite near the sea, about 10 miles from the sea. Even the air is salty here. So James knows I'm not particularly fond of A01 steel, tool steel, because it will rust over here very easily. But I was totally amazed by this knife. It comes with a very nice leather sheath, has a loop for your fire steel, and they say it's the smaller version of the Bark River knife and tool Aurora. Yes, I can imagine it's a smaller version, but it's still a full-size knife, and it's absolutely beautiful. Black liners, ivory micarta handles, antique ivory, it says here on the box, by the way. Stainless steel pins, and the blade itself is a Scandi with a convex, like most Bark Rivers have. Sometimes they are fully convexed, but this one has the Scandi, but still the Scandi is convexed for extra strength, and it's an absolute beaut. I cannot thank you enough, James, for this wonderful, wonderful knife. It's also not too big, but it's fully capable of all bushcraft tasks, and I have glove size 10 hands, and as you can see, my hand fits quite comfortably, no worries there. It's also contoured, which I like a lot, and if you take it in different positions in your hand, it still feels very comfortable. So this is going to be one of my absolute favorites, also of course because it was a gift. To give you a little comparison about the size, for instance, this is the model Wonderfull High VK, and as you can see, it's about the same size. This one I sometimes wear as a neck knife. And this one is a bit heavier, but you can also use it as a neck knife, by the way, because it's not too heavy. Another one is the N-Track, I don't remember the name of this one. Backup utility, yeah, the N-Track backup utility, also made in the US. And this one is made of 440C stainless steel, and as you can see, the same size. Now I would consider the N-Track more like a survival backup blade, and this one is not just a backup blade, this is a full size bushcraft blade. You might want to bring something bigger if you want to baton heavy logs or broad logs, I must say, because of course it's one of the smaller knives, but it will do every cutting task you will need with bushcraft. It will do it without any problems. The end track is also about the same weight as the Bark River Liten Bror. Another famous one is of course the F1, and as you can see it's about the same size as the F1. This is actually an imitation F1. I'll do another video about this one. I'm not really into buying imitation that has the same brand name, even the brand name imitated, but this was just for a test, and normally I won't buy something like this. And of course there's a big difference between quality with the real Valknieven, but the dimensions of the knife are the same. And as you can see, the TRC model bushcraft is a somewhat bigger blade. The steel thickness is about the same, but it has a bigger handle, bigger blade, and also a broader blade. I think this would make a really good combo if you are going to use a TRC for the heavy duty tasks and Bark River for the small tasks like the carving tasks. Okay, this one is going into my collection, of course, and I might use it, but I'm not going to do any heavy duty stuff with it because it's too valuable for me, because it was a gift, and I think it's a lovely knife. James, you really spoiled me, by the way. What also nice to say is that James will be an ambassador and a guest instructor whenever he's on this side of the pond for our Dutch Bushcraft Association. So the ambassador... Oh, there's a cat climbing on me. Well, stuff happens. He's going to be an ambassador back there in the US for our Dutch Bushcraft Association, and when he's around on this side of the pond he will be a guest instructor as well. So James, again, the bracelet and the knife. Thanks a lot, mate. Take care. Bye bye.